Okay, this is like the 5th time or whatever I've tried to record this because I was doing it on my phone, and for whatever reason I can't blab for 5 minutes 23 seconds or less, and that's all my phone will take is 5 minutes 23 seconds, even with no pictures or anything on there. So gotta do it this old-fashioned way. It's just because I gotta load it. If I do it on my camera, then I have to load it onto my computer and then load it onto the internet. So if it's little quick ones, I try to just do it with my phone. That way it's already on there, and then I just upload it to YouTube. But for whatever reason, I can't keep it within 5 minutes for this. So anyway, I just wanted to mention why I've unsubbed anyone who does light language transmissions. It is nothing personal. I don't want anyone to feel like they're being snubbed or singled out or anything like that. I'm not mentioning any names. That's just how I am, and that's how I do. So oh, the crystal fell down. Papa Sambava. So yeah, I believe these people are beautiful people. They're coming from good intentions, and I believe they have pure hearts, and it's not about that. It's about discernment. It's about listening to my gut. It's about Archangel Michael saying, I'm trying to help you with protection and shielding, yet you have cracks in your own self-shielding. So how am I supposed to, keep up with, with that? How can I call on him for protection when I'm not protecting myself? So, and just simply by being subscribed to those channels can lead people astray. If they go onto my channel and see who I'm subscribed to and are influenced by that, that can lead people astray, even if I'm not watching their videos. Or, I'm being discerning and watching their other ones, but not their light language transmissions. So, because I'm serving God, and Yahushua, Yeshua, Jesus Christ, have whatever name you want to use. That's my number one guide. That's my Savior. That's my salvation. He's my King and my Lord. And I am doing this for God and through Christ. And this is not for self-service. This is not to serve humanity. If it helps others, that is such a blessing. Just all the way around, a blessing, and it's beautiful, and it touches my heart to just, it's beautiful, and it's a blessing. But, and like I said, this is not a judgment. I believe these people are coming from the purest of intentions and have gorgeous hearts and big hearts and want to help and give back and share. But I'm seeing how it's starting to kind of catch on, spread like wildfire a little bit. And it's, girls can tend to do that. It's kind of reminding me of some things from back in 4th grade. I kept getting this message of, remember in 4th grade when you and the girls used to always, try to outdo each other with fainting and be all dramatic and stuff, and it's kind of, that kept coming up. So I'm like, yeah, it's just kind of like, girls being girls, and it's kind of an innocent thing. But when we're healers and giving messages from God and stuff like that, then that's a whole other ball of wax, and we have to be very careful, very discerning, very shielding of ourselves. So just simply, like I said, by just simply being subscribed to any channels that do light language transmissions, I feel a responsibility to not lead people astray. And so, and this has happened in the past. I subbed them, and then I unsubbed. I saw, oh, they're doing light language, I unsubbed them. But then I was like, I don't want to be judgmental. I want to be, loving everyone unconditionally and not come from a place of judgment. So I resubbed them. But it's to the point where I need to be very careful. And being the type of angelic that I am, I work with sound, the word, the written and spoken word. So, ophanim, oraphim, aralim, thrones, whatever you want to call it. It's semantics, different words for the same thing. And the solfeggio scale, ancient tones, the solfeggio scale has been scientifically proven and is, I believe, safe, and they're just sacred tones and sacred sounds. And light language is just too wide open. Even if you feel like you're being nudged by God, you may not be being nudged by God, because the devil he's a pretty tricky little bastard. He'll use whatever you're into against you, even if it seems like it's a healthy, good, productive thing. Exercise, your health, your education. He can trick you into getting into different aspects, of something that may start out as pure intention and good intention, but get in there and trick you with it. So something that you hold near and dear to your heart and you believe in, and even religion. So it's like that. The devil is in churches too, so don't think he's not in light language and other kinds of things. Not that it is definitely of the darkness, but we don't know. Light language is so unknown and it's so wide open that for myself, I'm steering clear of, the videos that transmit light language in the first place, but then just anyone who has a channel where they have those videos. I can't be subscribed to them. I can't lead people astray. And like I said, if people are going to my channel to see who I'm subscribed to, because I'm an open book, everything's public on there, so if they see who I'm subscribed to and they take influence from that, I feel a responsibility to be authentic. And I'm not being authentic. I thought, well, it's a thing of discernment. I can separate the light language thing from the other videos, and yes, and they are beautiful people. I'm not saying they're not. They're beautiful. I believe they're coming from the purest intention, like I said, and gorgeous hearts, and they're just trying to help and give back. But I think there is an element of a little bit of like the girl drama, then things spreading like wildfire, and people kind of jumping on the bandwagon with it, and they're not really understanding even what this is. Okay? Speaking in tongues, that's another word for it. And I've been exposed to that from a very young age, people speaking in tongues in church, and my gut just always told me there was just something showy about it. There was something egoic, something not right, just something, it did not sit well with me. And I have a very strong instinct when it comes to, if I don't know about something, I'll know through my gut. So light language is something completely unknown, but what my gut tells me is it's something that should be left alone. Now, this is for me, okay? I'm not trying to influence anybody, but I cannot lead people astray by being subscribed to these channels when my gut is telling me that it's not right for me. So, people might be triggered by this. People who have channels who do light language might be triggered by this. People who subscribe to those people who do light language because they do light language might be triggered by this. But I'm not doing this for likes. I'm not doing this for subscriptions. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this for God. And this is my path and my purpose. And, like I said, I love you all. I bless you all. Glory to God in the highest. And that's what I have to stay true to, is my path and my purpose. And I think a lot of these things can be distractions. Like I said, you might feel like it's a nudge from God. Well, it may not be. All I know is if you have the time to do a light language transmission, why can't you just pull out the Bible and be led to a verse, and it's understandable, comprehensible, intelligible, and people can actually understand and apply it to their life because they're actual words. But yeah, it's not sitting well with me, and I can't be leading people astray by even just being subscribed to those channels. And I love all those people, don't get me wrong. I love them. I think they're just trying to help. They have pure intention, they have good hearts, but that doesn't mean you can't be influenced by the darkness, and that doesn't mean that the darkness can't pose as light, okay? And I'm not saying these people are of the darkness. No, they can be influenced without even realizing it. They can be coming from a place of pure intention and still be being influenced by darkness if you leave yourself that wide open. And the devil is a little trickster. He's a liar, and I can separate the person from the influence. And if they're not, especially if they're not consciously aware of it, then we really have to be discerning, and self-protecting and self-shielding. I just want to keep reiterating how it's not personal. This is not an attack on a person or their. No, I believe we really do all want to just help and contribute to other people's healing and truths and authenticity in our own way. But good intentions. The road to hell was paved with good intentions. Is that the saying? So you can have the purest of intention and still be going down the wrong road and leading others astray. So that's why I just stick to the Bible and things that my gut tells me are truth. And so I just wanted to share that with all of you and let you know, for the ones that might have noticed, hey, Emerald's not subscribed to my channel anymore, and some ego gets involved in this and that, and I've had people unsub me and resub and unsub. I don't care. It's not about that. Or like or dislike. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm just following my purpose and my path and doing what God tells me to do. And my gut says that this light language stuff is unknown. So anything that is unknown and leaves you wide open like that, I'm steering clear of. And so I'm just putting out there what I'm doing and not doing as I'm going through it. And that's my truth, and this is me being authentic. And again, I just want to say I love these people unconditionally. This is not a judgment. I truly believe that they do want to help. But there's that element of like it's catchy, right? it's like a popular like a pop song that gets stuck in your head, and then gets stuck in another person's head, and then they get stuck in another person's head because you hear it and hear it and hear it. So there's a little element of that, like spreading like wildfire kind of a thing. And so yeah, I just wanted to share that. I know I kind of blabbed on and repeated myself a lot, and mainly just because I want everyone to know that this is not a judgment, that this is coming from love and purity, and I believe that they're coming from love and purity too. But like I said, the road to hell was paved with good intentions. So no matter how good your intentions are, if they're not aligned with God in a very sure-footed way, then you can be leading yourself and others astray without even knowing it, and thinking that you're helping when you're actually not. And yeah, I just needed to say this. And not that I feel like I need to explain myself, but you know, I love everyone. I love all you guys. All the healers, the people that are trying to help, that, you know, whether they talk about God or Jesus or not, I believe they really are coming from a good place and trying to help, and they're loving, good people, and we're all one, okay? We're all brothers and sisters, but you have to be authentic and true to yourself and listen to your own gut, and that's what I'm doing. So that's what I suggest everyone does, is just listen to your own gut and your own instinct, okay? So yeah, I think we're done, and I love you all. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Love and peace to you all.